Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Tire Metalhead Weatherman. We've made it to Friday, and boy, is there a lot going on right now. So, we still have an ongoing enhanced risk for severe weather and increased tornado threat. A lot of changes to the map have happened today. I do think there might be some dry air advecting around the backside of this, so this may spare areas like Atlanta from any major severe weather, but anywhere around the Florida Panhandle, I would expect some storms, a fair amount of which could be severe, along with threat of tornadoes, given the tornado watches towards South Carolina, towards the South Carolina coast, and maybe sneaking into far southern North Carolina. I think you guys are looking towards more of a damaging wind threat. Then for areas up to the north, this is where the enhanced risk has migrated now. Far northern Georgia, you're in play for this. Parts of like north and northeastern parts of South Carolina, you're in play. Just about all of North Carolina is in play for it, and the southern half of Virginia, you're also in play for some severe weather. Most likely in the form of tornadoes right now. So let's take a look at the updated enhanced risk now. And now Atlanta, we are in a marginal risk. I think we have found a dry slot here, and we're now looking at a decreased threat. Wind threat is definitely going to be the highest of all the hazards now, but tornado threat's still notable, especially toward further to the east. I was kind of noticing that in the cloud formations as I was heading home from work today. But that's going to be our main threats for tonight are tornadoes and straight line winds. And we're still doing the weekend forecast, by the way, just in case I didn't mention it. We're taking a look at all the severe weather for the weekend. And thankfully, after today, things really start to quiet down a little bit. For Saturday, we have a marginal risk, very low chance of a tornado, less than 2%. Not exactly zero, but not an impressive tornado threat at all. And this marginal risk is for areas like Norfolk, Nebraska, Valentine, Nebraska, and then into central South Dakota, we have Pierre and Aberdeen in play for that. Main threat's probably going to be straight line winds and hail. Isolated tornado isn't impossible, but it's unlikely. I'll put it that way. And then, guess what? On Sunday, as of right now, there is no severe weather risk area, which is great news. Sounds like a nice little break. Take a quick look at the fire weather as well, since we have some time. So today's fire weather threat is a little bit lower. We have a couple of areas where it's elevated. The same areas we've been talking about. Arizona, you're in play for this. New Mexico, southern Nevada, and southern Utah, you're in play for this. Around the Panhandle of Texas as well. I would also be on the lookout around western Texas towards the Panhandle, maybe for some pyrocumulus dry thunderstorms in the weeks to come, in the days to come, actually, not weeks. And then up towards Montana, it's really dry over there, actually. So there's another area that we're looking at for potential fire danger. And then we have two critical areas for both Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I'm expecting, yep, there you go. I expected it to pretty much encompass all of New Mexico and working its way into Colorado, potentially even including Denver. And then off to the east, we have pretty much all the Panhandle of Texas in play. So this is something we're gonna have to be really leery of. I mean, you pretty much know the deal with fire weather. Just try to avoid burning anything. Be mindful of where you linger. But anyway, we'll look at day 3, and we have yet another critical fire area in the same exact spot. So this doesn't look like this will be changing anytime soon for this area. I'm really hoping that soon we will get some wind around, some rain around here, so that way we can get these wildfires to die down a bit. But let's have a national overview. Let's have an overview of the entire nation, and we'll go with the 18Z HRRR here, and we will do a quick. We'll do a quick 48-hour forecast. To anyone that's getting severe weather right now in the southeast and towards the Ohio Valley, also be on alert for the high winds that'll be coming after the storm system sets in. This is going to have a lot of wind energy coming behind it, so a wind advisory is likely. In fact, my area is under a wind advisory. You may even hear a couple of gusts while I'm talking here, even. In fact, here comes one now. You might be able to hear it. But anyway, so we're going to take a look at what the radar will look like over the next 48 hours leading up to Sunday morning. Alright, so right now here's our storm system that's creating the severe weather problems that we have right now. It's been causing severe weather problems for the last few days, including a tornado outbreak in Oklahoma and Texas earlier this week. But today will be the last day for it. So we have our storms in Florida, we have our storms in the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, and then right on the northernmost fringe of this warden front, air's a lot more stable, and we're just getting some plain old rain for the northeast. Move this along, storms move off to the east, and into the overnight, the severe weather threat pretty much goes away, and then we're just left with heavy rain for the northeast. Meanwhile, here's our next storm system that brings up that marginal risk for severe weather. It's pretty far to the north. And there doesn't seem like there's a big moisture return that goes with that. There's another low that comes in, and we may get some storms to fire up late into the evening on Saturday. But this mostly looks like rain. Come Sunday morning, this all will be moving off as well. And then into Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, things are looking pretty quiet. Unless you're in the Sierra Nevada region, you might get a little bit of light snow. This doesn't even look that impressive. And around Idaho and Montana, you might get some more light snow. We'll take a quick look at the temperatures, and we will go from that point. We'll go from that point and probably call it a video here. I've made so many long videos lately, it's kind of hard for me to really wrap my head around there being a video shorter than 10 minutes this week. But anyway, Ridge is going to be developing, really redeveloping. So we're going to have warmer temperatures pushing pretty far to the north in the central region of the United States. The northernmost plains, I'm expecting some 70s and 80s on Saturday into Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon it just pushes a little bit further. In the southeast, we're gonna have a brief little cool down here. Might get some 60s tomorrow in the southeast. The northeast, we're looking pretty chilly, possibly chilly for me, that's for sure. And then towards the northwest, we're also pretty chilly. And in the southwest, it's baking. Over towards western Texas, you guys are hitting the triple digits. And then we move this along. Our lows for Saturday night into Sunday. Texas, you're still baking even into the overnight hours. We're still having 70s for lows in a lot of places. Even a few places in South Texas having 80s for low, which is absolutely insane. We don't really cool down too much around the southeast here. We get to about the mid 50s, and then by afternoon we're building right back up. Sunday it's like we picked up right where we left off. I'm expecting some mid to upper 70s around the southeast. Expecting more potential triple digits around Texas and trying to push its way into Oklahoma. Around the central plains, these 80s I expect them to push all the way up into South Dakota once more. And I'm expecting more triple digits back towards the southwest. Meanwhile, we're colder than average in the Northeast. This is all I got for you guys tonight for today's video. I'm going to see if there's anything I might not make a video tomorrow, to be honest, which is kind of crazy to think about. Well, let me actually look at one more time, because I did remember seeing a severe weather threat Monday. I may talk about that tomorrow, I may not. I'll think about that one. But until then, this has been Ty, Metalhead Weatherman. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys stay safe if you're in a severe weather threat tonight, and stay responsible if you're in a fire outlook area. But I will see you guys later. Have a good one.